Back around the time of World War II, this was the face of freedom. The U.S. government documented more than 108,000 photographs for the Office of War Information as pro-Allied propaganda.
And yet there's propaganda, and then there's propaganda. Propaganda can be employed in a very positive fashion, if you will, and all countries employ propaganda, and not just during times of war.
There were moments in time frozen forever, depicting life here in the United States. Each region was archived, more industrial in the east and more agricultural across this region.
You get these snapshots in time, and you literally can trace the development not only of the city, literally as a physical presence, but of community.
There are specific shots from across this area documenting life from small stores in New Mexico to people riding out tough times in Oklahoma. Very few shots are in color, but there are a few from Amarillo and some of its more notable attributes. Most were taken from atop the Santa Fe building back in 1942 and 43, like this one looking west down at the streetscape. Here it was then, and now. Looking back over the southern view, you can see the Presbyterian Church is one of the more prominent fixtures, and if you look really close, you can see the edge of town extended to about Georgia Street.
You can simply look back and say, what did Amarillo look like when my grandparents were my age? And I think it's especially revealing when you point out that Georgia used to be the far side of town, and now we look to the west and we say, oh, wait a minute, Georgia's just the beginning, and 20 years from now, it's going to almost feel like the downtown.
There are more shots of grain elevators, the downtown rail yard, and the rail master, along with dozens of black and white photos that captured that single second in time. And it's these kind of images that Dr. Vizzini hopes will be saved forever.
I would hope that increasing attention will be paid to digitizing some of these so that they might persist and actually even see greater use.
And all thanks to the now defunct Office of War Information, thinking ahead of the time and giving us the opportunity to always look back at where we came from. Steve Myers, Pronews 7.